I feel like I'm a modern day pirate. I don't actually have to do what anybody tells me. I can do what I want when I want. I think like the people's opinions on tattoos now has changed a lot because a lot more different people get tattooed. And so, for instance, I tattoo a lot of some police, I tattoo solicitors, I tattoo teachers, like from all walks of life. So I think the stereotypical theme of being tattooed because of social media and because of TV programs and people's awareness, books, magazines, celebrities like David Beckham, Cheryl Cole getting tattooed in the last 5 years, all that stigma's disappeared. And it's only really probably the older generation that haven't got tattoos. There's a few of them dying out now, but they ain't got long left to live anyway, so it don't really matter. And obviously if you're going in the army and stuff like that, but they don't want you recognisable by a tattoo, so that's going to always affect you, but that's more to do with obviously being recognised, and obviously it's not probably great to have a tattoo if you're a top criminal because you're always going to get recognised on CCTV and shit.
I got my first tattoo originally just because I like the idea of tattoos, and it was from my favourite show, Supernatural, and me and my sister, we always used to watch the show together when it was on TV, and we used to stream off the internet, and we really used to enjoy it together. And then she moved away, so it was just kind of like a little reminder of her. And then I've got 2 more on my arm, which are from the Elder Scrolls game series, and I got those kind of for the same reason, because me and my sister, we were really big into gaming. And it was a series that we used to play. Yeah, so it was all kind of a reminder, but they also look really nice, so it's kind of a win-win.
Yeah, a few have got a meaning. I got equality on my finger, mental health on my other finger, Ev behind me for my grandma. I got a matching one at back of my leg with my mum, that feather. I think that's it, and then every other one I just got just cause.
My sister has tattoos as well, so she was like, yeah, go for it. But my mum is very, very traditional. So she prefers not to look at that side of my body. She definitely shouted at me and threatened to scrub my arm with bleach when I got them.
Like when I was growing up, my mum always had them, and then my dad did as well, so then I just always wanted one, and then I got one, and then I had to get more. It's addicting, isn't it? To me, tattooing is an art form. It's less discriminated against nowadays than it was 50 years ago.
I first started tattooing when I was 23 years old, so I've been doing it now 7 years. I got expelled from school because I wasn't very good, but I'd never really got on with any of my lessons, and I don't believe in education. I used to, instead of listening to what I should be doing, I used to just sketch, do graffiti and everything. When I got put in isolation, I used to draw all over the walls. I was homeless at 16 because I was smoking weed and my parents kicked me out, and I'd been kicked out of school and all that. So I was like living on the streets for about a year, so I was completely homeless, I had nowhere to go. I was allowed to watch movies that were like 18s and stuff like that when I was younger, so then when I was actually at primary school, I used to draw cartoon characters with like their heads chopped off and weird stuff happening to them. But that sort of stuff influenced my artwork as I grew older to go down the darker theme of life, because that's the type of stuff that I like to draw. So I bought a kit off eBay, which obviously I don't suggest anybody does this because this is really bad. And then I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to just try and tattoo myself. And then I tattooed my leg, and then it was really horrible. And when I look back now, it was like horrendous what I did, which you shouldn't really do. So, and then I got my friends, and I was obviously started tattooing them, went to the next, and I really knew nothing about tattooing. And looking back at it now, I can't believe what I did. Went to a tattoo studio to try and get an apprenticeship. They just laughed me out the door, showed them my artwork. They were like, no, and I just thought, do you know what? I'm just going to keep sketching, drawing, and then keep learning as much as what I could do. So I saved a load of money up, got tattooed by a famous guy called Andy Engel. Showed him my drawings, he critiqued my work, told me that I need to rein it in and I need to get my stuff together. So what I did was I got a group of people, started tattooing more regular, and then I got a guest spot at a studio. Started working at a studio like 1 or 2 days a week, and it was like 9 in the morning till like sometimes 3 in the morning. At the time, ex-girlfriend was going to leave me because I'd give up my bricklaying qualification because I was like, fuck that. And then I just thought, do you know what, I'm just going to just go for this. And everybody, my mum and everybody was like, you're an idiot, you're this, that and the other. And I was just like, do you know what, that this is my life. And like, I know what it's like to be on my own, so I don't really care what anybody else thinks. The problem is like, with doing this job, because there's continual opportunities, and the further that you push this art, the more selfish you have to become to succeed. It's very difficult having, you haven't really got a social life, so your social life becomes your clients, and then the people that you grew up with, and even family and all that lot, they have to sit on a back burner. Somebody like Dimitri Simone, who's tattooed my back, he's like on a different level. Like, he's been tattooing 14 years, and instead of going and competing now, because he's so popular and famous and all his work's all over the world, like my back piece, people go enter it into a competition, the tattoo, then he'll win the award without even turning up, and then they send him the awards through the post. What I'll do is I'll go somewhere and have an experience or something cool will happen, and then that'll inspire me to put some stuff into my artwork. So if I go somewhere like to an art gallery, like in New York, I went to the Met, and then when I went around the art gallery, I saw loads of filigree and stuff, then I take pictures of that and then I put that into my artwork. So everywhere that I go and I'm having an experience, I'm either taking pictures on my phone to draw something up or turn into a painting at a later date, or then I just save it, so I've got all my own reference. So my artwork then comes from my own experiences rather than just stuff that you grab off the internet and stuff like that. There's different sides of the world will do like more popular themes. So if you go, for instance, to New York, then New York traditional styles tattooing is the most popular thing in that area. In Europe at the minute, it's mainly realism and stuff like that is the most popular thing. And then it depends, say if you go to LA or you go to like Vegas, then Chino style black and grey, which is a style of black and grey that's more like a pencil sketch. I've travelled from China to Vegas to like literally Germany, Berlin, Thailand. I've been to Colorado, New York, Detroit. All them places do conventions, you see. So Vegas I've been to twice because I like partying, so I go there, get to do the convention, and then I get to party afterwards. But mainly I didn't used to enter into the competitions, so I've just started entering in the last 2 years, and now I've picked up 10 awards. Each time you do a convention, you meet somebody new, then they offer you to do a guest spot, so then like you can go there and then you work, you get paid while you work, which is cool, and then obviously, but it's time again away from your missus, time again away from your family. So I've got one kid with my ex-missus, she's in Manchester now, and I probably only get to see that kid 3 times, 4 times a year. Programs came out, Miami Ink, LA Ink, different things showing you how people can draw tattoos, and because I was an artist before I was a tattooist, and I had loads of psychological images that I wanted to get out onto skin and paint, I just introduced that slowly into my work and started making my appointments longer and making it so that I reduced the price. So I wasn't earning as much money, but then I was getting to do what I wanted to do. So then it stopped being about the money to me. It was more about obviously doing what I want. And then in the end, it was like I was happier because it's not all about money. I don't like doing what other people want me to do because I do that when I do a tattoo, and sometimes if somebody gets dead fussy even with a tattoo and they're all like, I want it this way, I want this, I want that, then I kind of like, that ain't happening, and I just don't tattoo them. And tattooing just consumed me, and I just put everything into it like my whole life because it's my passion. And then when you're being so selfish trying to get better and make your work, obviously you get sacrifices, don't you? Not everybody gets an easy ride.